What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the first day of the 7-day automated building campaign series. In this series, we're going to build a sales system and a campaign live, and we're going to do it using Spin the Wheel. In case this is the first time you're watching, my name is Saad, and I've scaled my sales system agency to $80,000 a month. And I did this building Make.com automations that automated my entire lead generation. And my goal with this channel is to show you exactly how to do the same. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so I have my entire industries that I have here. I'm also going to include one industry from a gentleman from my community. If you're watching this, shout out to you. We're also going to include like a niche that he asked me to cover. So we're going to do it. So it's probably going to be the last campaign we're going to be building is going to be solar companies, right? So the first thing we're going to do is spin the wheel. So I'm going to click on this. Let's just go ahead and see. Okay. So what is this? Cleaning services and home building companies. Okay. All right. So let's just go ahead and get started with this. I have no idea how we're going to do this. Just a quick disclaimer. I have no idea what kind of platforms we're going to be using. How are we going to enrich the data? I'm just going to copy this, get close. I'm going to go to docs.new. And my brain is trying to find the solution for this. So before we do that, I'm just going to clean this up. And then let me refresh this. Okay, so cleaning services and home building companies. All right, so who am I going to be targeting? Cleaning services or home building companies? Thinking I'm going to be targeting home building companies just because it's easier to get leads. And then I can just go ahead and frame my service into connecting them with their ideal clients, which is cleaning services, right? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to target home building companies. And it's probably going to be a flow that we're going to find the decision makers. I'm going to scrape them. It's probably going to be either LinkedIn or Apollo. We're going to have to see. And then we're going to validate the lists. We're going to clean up the company names. Once we do that, either we're going to pre-draft a perfect email using my method, Saad's method, or the Maya process method, or what we're going to do is basically generate a one-liner at the end, either a PS line at the end with a perfect copy or a personalized icebreaker in the first copy and the first line of the email. So what I'm going to do now is basically I'm just going to name this research. And actually, because I want to include this in the Gumroad downloads at the end of this video with the copy and basically everything, I'm just going to name this campaign 1, spin the wheel, series, campaign, cleaning services and home building companies. Awesome. So I'm going to clean this up for you guys. So niche equals. And then let's just go ahead and perform our search. Let me go to Apollo. And just thinking about this, I'm going to go log in. I'm just going to log into my account. And then what I'm going to do is basically, so now that I'm in my account, I'm going to go to people. And then who do I want to reach out to? So first of all, let me remove all of this, delete all these old filters. I want to reach out to people in the United States just because they have the most money. And I want to reach out to founders. So I'm going to delete this and then show you exactly how to do it from scratch. So email status is obviously verified. We don't want to play around with any unverified emails, but we're still going to have an extra step that validates the emails using a platform. So first things first, I'm the realist. Okay, so founder. And then I want to go to founders. And first of all, I'm just going to use founder right now. And then I'm going to build my list later on if I want to add more. So it's home building services, right? Okay, so let me put in target home building companies. Okay, so I'm gonna go to industry keywords, and then I'm just gonna delete these, just my old search, and then let me clean this up for you guys. And then I'm gonna go to industries. I believe there's clean in here. Let's read through this together. Consumer goods, home building. Okay, so building materials. I want building materials. I also want. It's probably going to be house. Let me read through this. Okay, so which industry do I want? Retail, research, no. Real estate, no. Public relation, printing, photography, philanthropy, packaging, nanotechnology, law practice, machinery, telecommunication. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys a hack. So instead of going to industries, I'm gonna go to keywords, and I'm just gonna put in home building. Home. So, okay, let me check if this is like a good company, for example. So, what is this? Okay, so home building and renovating. All right, awesome. But wait, this is an article. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to include this. Let me go to exclude. I want to exclude article. And I want to exclude blog. And let me check. Home building is a part of Future Plan International Group leading publisher, digital publisher. I'm just going to include publisher, exclude publisher. And what I'm going to do is I want to also exclude, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove home. And what I'm going to do is home renovation. What I'm going to do is home. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ChatGPT. And I want a bunch of keywords of home building companies. You're helpful, intelligent assistant. I am targeting home building companies. Generate a list of keywords for my Apollo search. Output the results only. Max 100. Okay, home builders. I'm going to paste in here home builders. Okay, I want a residential construction. Oh, yeah, construction. Also wants construction. Do we have construction here? Oh, we have construction. So what if I remove this? Oh, yeah, 3.1K. No, I will put in construction. Let me see if there's any home building materials. I don't like this one. Home building materials. Okay. So custom homes, luxury home design. Let's look for design. Home design. There's no home design. Okay. Let me go to keywords, and what I can do, it's either we're going to go for construction, right? Which is a pretty good, it's a pretty good industry to go for, right? I already have like a bunch of good leads here. Let me see. E-commerce marketplace for what? Oh yeah, so this is pretty good. Home builders. So these are also products, they sell products. Yeah. So, let me see. I don't want to do this. All right, I'm gonna have to exclude. So let me see this. Oh, so this is an e-commerce. I don't want e-commerce. So exclude, I want to exclude shop. Or cart. Just because I don't want to deal with e-commerce at all. Let me look for this. New construction home builder. All right, awesome. Now it's pretty good. Okay, now this is what I mean, an ideal customer, right? This is an ideal customer for what? For home cleaning, because they might need a cleaner to clean up all the houses that they have. All right, so construction, and I also want to include shop now. I also want to exclude shopping. And what I'm going to do is I want to target companies. I want from 1 to 10 and 11 to 20. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I want. So 2.3K. So that's pretty good. That's all I need. I just want 2.3K. Now what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and basically sign up to my Apify. I think I need a new account, log in. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on save this just for future logins. I'm going to name myself Saad. I plan via API. Yes. Continue. And you're going to have to validate your email using Apify. Verify your email address. And then I'm going to go look for Apollo. It's going to be Curious Coder. Click on Start and click on Rent. Doing this so quickly. And then you're going to click on Net New. So you want this Net New. You're going to copy this. You're going to go back. And then I'm going to put in the search URL. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Apollo, go to edit this cookie, and I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to go back to my cookies, paste that in here. And total of numbers of record required. Now, I don't want to scrape 2.3K because it's going to take like half an hour. And this video is going to be super long. So what I'm going to do, guys, is what you want to do if you're targeting this campaign, like you're targeting this niche, you would put in your search URL and you would leave this empty, right? Always. So what I'm going to do for our case, I'm just going to put in, 120, right? That's a good data. And I'm going to click on residential. Always make sure it's residential. Run options, always no timeout, right? So these are the parameters. And also, yeah, click on get emails, wait for email verification. This is how you scrape Apollo, guys. And then click on save and start. Now the scraper is going to start scraping, right? And then we're going to see the results here. It's going to log in on behalf of me. So Apollo account found, saad.masters.com. Then this is the output. It's going to be the results. All right. Now I have this lead list. I'm just going to go to sheets not new and prepare the lists. And then I will, once that's finished, I'm going to add it into my Google Sheets and start with that. So I'm going to go to my make. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it super quickly. So I'm going to sign in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign in with my account. So once that it's finished, I'm going to go to I'm going to go create new scenario. I'm going to name this day one. Day one. Campaign. Spin the wheel. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building. So the first module I want is search rows, right? Because we're going to search all the rows. So search rows. And then what I'm going to do, guys, is I will have day one spin the wheel. I'm going to split this into half. So part one. right? So the first module, the first scenario, we're gonna retrieve all the lead lists. We're gonna clean the company names, and we're gonna validate, right? And the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna have a Google Sheets, and the next module is going to be an HTTP, so it's going to be a make a request, and then the request that I'm gonna go for is basically the API of the email validation tool. So this one is going to be retrieve leads. We rename this for you guys. This one is going to be validate leads. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use a platform called mails.so. I just love mails.so, guys. It's way better than Zero Bounce, and it's super cheap. So you're going to copy this. You're going to go back to your scenario. You're going to paste that in here. And you're going to click on headers, click add header. And the name is going to be X Mails API key. You're going to copy this, put this here, and your API key is going to be the API key. Guys, it's super cheap, so make sure you get this. There's 85% off. So if you get this, it's like, how much? It's 50,000 email validation. Like, think about it. Compare it to like a platform like Zero Bounce. And this is the API key. And then email equals example at email.com, or this is where the email is going to be. So click save, and just look at run. So it already finished. So what I'm going to do, guys, is actually, so now that I'm thinking about this, why don't I just retrieve the storage ID instead of having it into my Google Sheets and make it fully automated? Yeah, that's way better. So here's what we're going to do, guys. So instead, we're going to delete this, and we're going to get a dataset ID. Yes. I think this is way better, way more manageable for you guys, so you don't have to deal with Google Sheets. So you can just basically put in a search URL. Okay, so the idea is simple, guys. So let me explain to you if you're getting overwhelmed. Idea is super simple. Now, instead of just download it, export, go and do this boring shit like CSV, download, then append, then add. No, we don't want to do that. I want to just take in, just access the dataset ID, which is where the data is, right? Now, I can essentially just put in any search URL I want, and the flow is going to run, right? And I'm just going to copy the dataset ID each time. So here's what I will do. So goodbye bullshit. I'm going to put in the dataset ID, and I'm just going to put for limits, I'm just going to put, for example, 1. Put save, and then I'm just going to run this module only. So I think it's this one. Let me check if this is the actual result. Output. Yeah. So this is the one. Okay. Great. So now, since I have all this, I can go back and then finish up with everything. So email is going to be the email that we have here, and it's going to be email. So email is the email. Click save. And then now I will just name this get data. And then now what do I want? I want to validate this email. Once it's valid, I want to clean up everything else. So the way we're going to do this, we're going to add a OpenAI module, right? And it looks like my camera is going to stop recording in a few seconds. And then I'm just going to have to click on record again. It's so annoying with Canon M50D. I don't know why, guys. It just stops at 30 minutes. If anyone in the watching the channel knows a lot about cameras, just let me know, like, what can I do? I don't want GPT-4. Which one do I want? So this is the new one? GPT-4o system. Beware, these following prompts are not supported using predicted results. It's weird. This is new? Is this new? GPT-4o system. Okay, so text content. Now what I'm going to do, guys, is just go ahead and use the seven-figure prompts that I shared in the last video. Just copy this, right? So here's how you clean up the company name. Uses this prompt. Trust me, guys, it works, and you're going to see now. Like, I've spent hours building this, and it's for free for you guys. So let me go back. and then normalize the company name. So the company name is going to be, always when you scrape from Apollo, it's going to be organization name, okay? So organization, as you guys can see, Alien War. Now this company is pretty clean. So we're going to click on Alien War. So it's Alien War. Wow. Is it Alien War? The actual Alien War? That might be interesting. That might be very interesting. Oh, no, actually, no. So I think primary domain. So there you go, guys. So this is why this prompt is amazing. So this lead probably worked or works at Alien War, right? But where he actually works is sonarlabs.ai because this is where his email is. So this prompt is actually reflected in the company's domain. So I receive a bunch of cold emails, guys. And the problem is, right? Whenever I receive them, I have this thing called founder at school. Well, I'm not a founder at school. I have a community in school, right? So people would send me emails. They're like, hey, I saw you a founder at school. Well, if they look through my email, they're going to see my process. So I don't like this. I don't want to map in domain, primary domain, just because sometimes it's not going to be there. So the best way to do it, guys, is just map in the email. And we're going to perform a formula. So domain is going to be the domain. And I'm just going to split this. So split email based off an at, and then just get the first one. Get the second. So it's the second one. And the person's bio is headline. Put headline. And then click save. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a filter here, which is going to be, actually, no, we forgot something, guys. We need to structure the data using a parse module. So structure, it's going to parse JSON. Put this here. I'm going to put in the data here. And then I'm going to unlink this. And then I'm just going to put in how many results? I'll just use one. Okay, it's already one. Click run once. Click run anyway. So we have the data. So this email, I'm pretty sure it's valid. So a deliverable. I'm going to add in my cleaner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, so it's results equal deliverable. And then label is going to be is email valid. And click save. And then we're going to clean up the company name. And I believe we need to add another thing. Yeah, we forgot something, guys. We need to feed in the data of the company name, which is going to be here, by adding add message, click user, and add user, which is going to be company name. And it's going to be organization name. Put an organization name. And I think, yeah, we need to add another thing here. So let me see. Oh, it's name, organization name. Copy, paste. Click save, and let's just run through this. So only if it's valid. So Sonar, awesome. I like this. So it was what? What was the company name? Sonar Labs. So Sonar is way better. All right, we're back. So now that we cleaned our company names, I'm going to name this company name cleaner. And just thinking about this, I don't think we need to split this in two parts. So we can just go ahead and personalize, right? And the way we're going to do that, I'm just going to remove this part one. So day one, spin the wheel. So get data, JSON is going to be structure. Data. Save this. And then now what we're going to do is basically, we're going to have to scrape the website data. So what we're going to do is basically make a request into their website. And what we're going to do is scrape lead website. And I'm just going to put in, again, the domain, and it's going to be HTTP. I'm going to click on parse response, click save, and I'm going to put in HTML to text, add in everything here, which is going to be turn into HTML, add in another data here. And then what I'm going to do, guys, is I will, so I will feed in the scrape data to Claude or maybe ChatGPT. I'm just going to use OpenAI. Is there DeepSeek here? Oh, there is. Guys, I've tried DeepSeek and it's absolutely crazy. Okay. Yeah, created chat completion. You need to have a API key. Okay, so maybe I'll make a video about it. So guys, the DeepSeek, I tried it. It's crazy good, really good. I gave it like a very like taxing tasks, like mental models and all of that, and the output is really good. Like it actually thinks, which is scary. Like maybe in the future, AI will actually take over. Who knows? Maybe we'll die, all of us. Hopefully not. So personalization is going to be personalized. What I'm thinking about it. So when I think about it now, guys, what are we going to do is we're going to retrieve case studies. So I want to retrieve the case studies. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to feed in, again, 7-figure prompts, which is going to be recent achievement prompt. Copy, and I'm going to go back. Model, I just want GPT-4o. And I'm going to put in the prompts here. And then I'm going to click on add user, put in summarize the most recent achievement, blah, blah, blah. And then the scrape data is going to be the text. And then click save. All right, let's read through this. And then let's see. Congrats on breaking 5 million in quarterly revenue, remarkable growth in competitive markets. Now, that is great. I like this. Now, I have the case studies. Now, what I can do, guys, is basically, I can essentially generate a dream email. And the way I'm going to do this, instead of just having everything and adding it to basically Claude, what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate an email. I'm just going to put in set variables, and it's going to be set variable. And then it's going to be dream email. And it's going to have, what I'm going to do is, hey, first name. Okay, so first name is going to be, where's the first name? Yeah, I think it's first name here. So it's first name. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a friend. So in terms of copy, what should we do, guys? I actually have no idea. So what I'm going to do is I will pause and then I'm just going to come up with something. And just because this video is going to be 3 hours long, if I keep doing that, and then we're going to get back to you and we're going to tweak the copy together. Okay. Okay, guys. So I did some copywriting, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste that in here. I'm going to have in, hey, first name, just a quick question, is finding the right clients to grow company name, which is going to be result. And then what I'm going to do is, if so, I'd love to chat how we can match you with ideal businesses that need your expertise in home building and construction. And before we do that, I'm going to write, hey, first name, a friend, a colleague of mine told me about company name a couple weeks ago. And then I'm going to add in the personalized line. All right, let's just run once again and let's see. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little tweak here. A colleague of mine told me about a result a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna put in a point, click save. Let's read through this again. And then let's just read through it. Congrats on unprecedented app engagement, remarkable user retention success. This is good. I like this. Now, if I read through this again, a colleague of mine told me about Sonar a couple of weeks ago. Congrats on unprecedented app engagement, remarkable user retention success. Just a quick question. Is finding the right clients to grow your Sonar, is finding, so we need to remove this. So is finding the right client to grow company name. So we need to remove this, click save. And the only thing I will include, guys, is I will put in a temperature 0.9, and I will tweak in my token to maybe 4,000. Now that I added this, guys, what we should be doing is add this to our instantly by going to add leads to a campaign. Add this here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to our instantly campaign, click login. We're going to log in, click login again. Go to my campaigns. So I have an example campaign here. I'm going to delete all the leads that I have here. Select all, delete, analytics, go to sequences, and then quick idea for outbound. I'm going to delete the last one. I'm going to save this. And then what I'm going to do, guys, is I will basically go back to my mills.so. Campaign ID is going to be my campaign. The leads email is going to be the leads email. Their first name is obviously going to be first name. And I think, hopefully we don't deal with any new lines. Hopefully. That would be annoying. So last name is this person's name, and the result will be company name. And then the personalization is going to be the dream email. Website is going to be their website, which is domain plus HTTP. And then I'm going to click on save. And then let's just go ahead and try this. Add an email, structure, data, company name, scraping website, add into the lead. Okay, now I have this. If I go to sequences, hopefully we don't deal with any new lines. So let me refresh this. If it's not, then we're going to have to troubleshoot this together. So it looks like instantly is bugging for some reason. Oh, yeah. Silly. I did not add. All right, great. So the new lines are amazing. So this is good. I like this. And then I'm just going to add in send from iPhone. Click save. Perfect. Now I have everything up and running. I can just go rename, add lead to campaign. And then since we're targeting home building, we're going to connect them with cleaning services, right? So let's read through this. Let me read through the offer. So I'd love to chat how we can match you with, because we forgot this, guys. With, we need like, so it's cleaning services, right? So what are we going to do? I'm going to go back. We forgot to add this. If so, I'd love to chat about how we can match you with cleaning businesses that desperately, let's add in a little sense of urgency, desperately need, that are desperately in need of your expertise in home building and construction. So now that's pretty good. And then what I'm going to do is for limits, I'm just going to put 20. Everything is going well. Second one. So, all right. Second email is done. Scrape into website data. Everything is great. Let's read through the second one. Hey Steve, a colleague of mine told me about Purpose a couple weeks ago. Congrats on crafting stunning custom spaces, bringing visions to life sustainably. Just a quick question, is finding the right clients to grow Purpose taking up much of your time? If so, I'd love to chat how we can match you with cleaning services that are desperately in need of your expertise in home building and construction. So this is great. Great. So we added all of the leads in like 5 seconds in our Instantly campaign. And there you go, guys. So we just built the campaign in like less than an hour. I'm going to include all of the resources for you guys in the Gumroad. And it's going to have basically the offer, also the blueprints, and basically everything that you're going to need. Also the prompts. So yeah, guys, I hope you found value in this video. We're going to catch up tomorrow for the next campaign. Alright everyone, thanks so much for watching this video. I will leave the free blueprints in the description so you can just go ahead and do exactly what I did. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.